Hey everybody, so I'm really sorry about the software not performing the way that I thought it was going to, and so this is a separate recording of the actual um, showing you from my phone how to do Instagram. Um, and so I'm going to probably spend a little extra time and give you some extra details, but as you can see here, you're looking at, by the way, Five Stones Media is our kind of mother company that we own. Shop Marketing Pros is a division of Five Stones Media, and we are not using Instagram for Shop Marketing Pros. So I'm showing you the business profile on our Five Stones Media account. So that's what you're looking at. The first thing I want to show you is that there's a good profile image there. There's a good, simple, effective bio. And then you can see under where it says edit profile, promotions, insight, and contact, there are those circles, this section right here, and that is where you can save your Instagram stories for forever in categories. So if you post on Instagram story, that is only going to be there for 24 hours, but it's something you want to save forever. Maybe you want to use it again later. Then when you, I'll just show you here so you can see where it says highlight. I can click highlight and I can add which category I want to put that on. So I'm going to come out of there, come back to my profile here. And so you have your profile image at the top, your bio. This is edit profile where you can edit. You can go through and answer all the questions that you need to answer. This is where you can adjust your category, which you would obviously have as auto repair shop. You can add all of your information here, change your profile image and everything. Keep in mind that when you change your profile image, because you're doing all this from your phone, you want to have your logo on your phone in your camera roll. So email that to yourself and save it to your camera roll so that you have it when you're ready to do this. So continue through, you can see this is our profile, and there's lots of different things on there. The other section I want to show you is up here in the top right. There's a hamburger menu, the 3 horizontal lines. If you click that, it will bring you to the place where you can go in and see all of your settings. You can look at the insights, all sorts of stuff. We're going to start with settings. And from here, this is where you can invite people to follow you on Instagram. You can see what your activity has been, how much time you've spent, so on and so forth. This is where you can customize your notifications, how it's going to notify you when and where. Your business, you can get some good information in there specifically relating to your business. Privacy, and again, we don't have time to go through all of these, but this is where you can go and you can tell Instagram what preferences you want for your business. I wouldn't worry about payments there. That's really more for e-commerce related businesses. Ads, your account, this is where you can go in and again, if you created your account as a personal profile, you can come in here and switch it to a business account and take care of that there. So moving back up, I'm going to back up and go back and show you insights. So this is where you can come to see an overview of how you have been doing on your profile. So you can see the activity here. This is showing you just how many people your page has reached, impressions or people that have seen your profile, how they're interacting with you, how many people have clicked to your website or visited your profile. And then, of course, you can look at your audience to see how you're doing with growth, where those people live. You can change it from cities to countries and all this kind of stuff, the age range of your audience, the gender, and then, of course, how they are engaging with you as far as from day to day. Okay. Let's see, there's really not much else in there that I want to spend with you, but I want to talk to you about this bottom row on your Instagram account. So the first thing you see is a little house, that's home. That is going to take you to the home feed where you are scrolling through and you are looking at the feed of the people you are following, the accounts that you are following. And so from here, you see this, and this is a local bank, and I know these people in this picture, so I can double tap it to like it. If I didn't want to double tap it, then I could just, and you guys probably know Rena, she is in our industry. Instead of double tapping, I can just touch the heart. That will do that as well. And I can see Rena said he finally had it. I guess this is his way of forcing me to stop working and pay attention to him. So I'm going to comment and say love on that fur baby. Okay. I could even add a little cat to that, or a little heart or whatever it might be. Okay, so now I've commented on Rena's post. Okay, and you can see it there. Maybe I really like. Oh, that wasn't a cat. I didn't look close enough. That was a little puppy dog. I can click on that and send her post to private message to a friend or whatever it might be. Then, as you see this little emblem over here on the right, that means I saved her post to a specific group of posts that I want to have access to forever. And so you can select that or unselect that. So this is how you engage with people. Notice, let me back up a little bit. You can see that Empowered Advisor is Rena. And so I have her right there. That's how I know who this post is. If I select here, this is where I don't want to report her. I can copy a link to her post. I can share it to different places. I can get notified every time she posts, that sort of thing. But if I keep going, notice this one is hashtag Lion Up. That is because our company profile has chosen to follow the hashtag Lion Up. And that's because we wanted to see all of the posts in our community when they're posted using that hashtag. So I can just double tap and like that. These are students at that boutique. And then I can keep scrolling and engaging with people that we're following on Instagram. Notice this one says sponsored, so that is an ad. All right, so that's the first button, or the first option at the bottom of your Instagram screen, which is home. The next one is the search. So this is what Instagram refers to as the Explorer screen, the Explorer, I forget exactly what it's called. So this is where you can go to find new people that you are not following based on your, well, I hate to say data, but your engagement, the people you're following, the things that you click on, the things that you like to follow. Instagram knows what you're interested in. So when you come to this Explorer screen or the search screen, you can scroll through and it will start showing you things that you are interested in. You can also discover different categories of posts based on what you see at the very top of the screen. So if you're a sports enthusiast, you can click there and Instagram will show you what's being talked about in the world of Instagram in sports today. There is also the search feature up here. So if you wanted to search for car repair, you could do that right here. And what's going to come up are people who have car repair in their profile or hashtags relating to car repair. So if you see that, I can click on hashtag car repair, and there are 238,000 posts using the hashtag car repair. So I can click here and look at all of these different posts. If you created a post and used hashtag car repair, then your post would show up in this feed following hashtag car repair. You can also click follow, and now you're going to start seeing posts from people that are using that hashtag. Okay, you can unfollow it, you can follow it, do whatever you want. Notice they're giving you related hashtags. Hashtag oil change, auto tech, auto body life, automotive, auto repair something. It kept going. Wheel repair. All the things. You might be a European shop, so you could do a search related to that. So when you do the search, you can filter it by the top results. You can look for it based on accounts, hashtags, or even locations. So if you were typing in the name of your shop and you found, let's see, I'm going to see if our friends at Collinsville. So they are in Connecticut, but we'll just use this first one. Let's say that you are Collinsville Auto Detail and you select this. Even if you do not have a profile on Instagram for your shop, people could still be posting on Instagram and tagging your location. If they did and you were Collinsville Auto Detail, it would show up here in these results. Okay, so we'll try another one just to see if we can find one that has that actually has some posts associated with. But you can click and move from top to recent, and I was hoping to find one that would have that so you could see it. So that's the search or the explore option. The plus, the heart, this is where I think a while ago I said that's where you'll see things that you've saved. I don't know why I said that. I think I was frustrated by the fact that my software wasn't working. The heart is your notifications. That's where you can see what activity has been happening with your profile. So I can see that this person started following me, so we can follow them back. This person liked our photos. Seaside Automotive followed, so we can follow them back. Annalise, Jeffrey, we can follow them back. And then you can see, so if someone had commented, it would show that they commented and you could go and reply to that comment on your post. So this is where you can kind of scroll through and see all of the activity that's happening on your profile. And then lastly, this last one will bring you back to your profile image. So I want to show you two more things. I want to show you how to create a post and how to create a story. So to create a post, that is going to live right here on your profile forever until you delete it. You click the plus and it's going to automatically bring you up to your camera roll. So you're going to select an image from your camera roll or a video. It could be either one. So this is from Collinsville Auto up in Canton, Connecticut. And if you remember in the presentation, I told you that you really want that when possible, photos that have faces in them perform better. And so I just thought this was really funny. And so I'd use that and notice that I can zoom in on this. I can zoom out. You can do all of these cool things. So I really want his picture to be right there, easy to see. And so I select that. By the way, if you wanted to create an album, you can do up to 9, maybe 10, 9 images. The button is right here. So if I select that, then I could do that picture, and that picture. So now I have an album of 3 pictures. And I can come to each one and I can adjust it to be what I want it to be. And then when I hit next, I can also use the filters. If I wanted to use the filters, you can play with that and determine which filter you like. You can go to your next images and select filters for them. If you want to go do the filters, you can do that there. So if I select next, this is where I can come up with the caption. So I could say, caption this fun photo. You can, if you type in the word, your emojis will show up. So I type in, oh, I cannot type. So there's a camera because, you know, it was a photo. He's got a crazy face, so I could come over here and do a funny laughing face, so on and so forth. I can tag him, whatever his name is. I can tag him in the picture if I wanted to. You can add your location. You would just type in the name of your shop, and when it comes up, you would select it, and then it would post there. Now, also notice there's an option here to not only share this post on my Instagram, but also share it on my Facebook page. So I would just select that little toggle switch there, and then I would hit share. I'm not going to hit share because I don't need to be posting Collinsville's photo on my 5 stones. So that's how you would create your post. Now, to create an actual Instagram story, you're going to come back home. And at the very top, you'll notice all of these circles. And as I scroll through them, these are the stories that all of the people that my page follows, what they've posted. Okay, so I'm going to refresh that and come back. So I can scroll through here and I can purposely select exactly who I want to watch, or I can just start from the beginning. So I'm going to start with Tony. He's one of our employees. He's actually our art director. And you can see, and by the way, if you press and hold it, then you can, if it's got text on it, you can press and hold and you can read. So I'm seeing this boutique that shared this information. I can come in here and say, lovely photo, and I'm going to say line up. And then I can hit send, and that just went to their profile. I can click this to share this story privately with someone else that I want to share it with, or I can select right here to copy the link. Maybe I want to go share this on Facebook. You can do that, or you can click share to, and you can share from there. But what I want to do is just let this run for you so that you can see that if you look at the top, notice that it is going from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And if I wanted to stop because I need more time to read it, I can just press and hold, and I can read it. I can comment in there, send them a private message, but it's going to just automatically go from one to the other. It's just like I was saying in the presentation, it's just like Netflix. It's going to just keep going. So that's how you can watch your watch the stories that are going on. But if you wanted to create your own story, you're going to press the home button and come to the stories. Press yours will always be first. If you press that, then immediately touch the top left. There's a little plus button, and it's going to bring you, it's going to bring you to this screen. So it's automatically facing you. And what you can do is if you want to do a selfie, I am going to use these options right here. You can see all these different things that it's doing. Got a green screen back there. Hello, how are you today? You can do all this kind of stuff, switch it around, and do whatever you want with it. There's lots of, suddenly I have good eyelashes. So you can do all of these different things to play around. So figure it out for yourself. Sit here, play with it. Unlike Snapchat, these do not change your voice. That would be fun if it did that. So just follow the directions, but I'm going to come all the way back to the very beginning here. And if you notice across the bottom, it's selected on normal. There's also the boomerang. So if I wanted to, let me turn this around. So let's say I wanted to, oh, that's a dirty, that's dirty. Let's not do that one. You know, a boomerang is where you just, you know, you get a moving image. So you could do that. So once you've done that, then you can click at the options at the top. I'm actually come off of this because that's going to drive me crazy sitting here watching it the whole time. But that's a boomerang, and there's different ways that you can do your boomerang. So it gives you all these different options. If you want to use that, you can do that. So I'm going to come back over here to the very, so I'm scrolling from the bottom. There's normal, boomerang. There's layout, so you can do it all kinds of different ways. Super zoom. You guys really just have to, come through and try all of these yourself because there's so many different options. Then there's hands-free. I never really use that, so you can play with that. But what I want to do is come back over here to create. Notice that right here is where it says live. That is where you can go to do an Instagram live video. So I'm going to click on create right here. And what I want you to do is to notice that the first one is just to type some text, and then you can select here to add stickers and go through all of these cool different options. I'm going to come back to that. The next one is where you can actually tag someone in your Instagram story. You can tag on any of your Instagram stories, but this one was made specifically for example, to say happy birthday to someone, to say thank you to someone. You know, that could be a cool Instagram story when someone is picking up their car. You can do a little shout out on Instagram, a picture of them with their car. Notice that it's got a black background in the bottom right. There's a black circle. If I touch that, I can change the color. And maybe you try to pick a color that goes with your branding, or you just try to pick a fun, fresh, kind of cool color. So I'm going to touch the dice at the top to change it. Happy anniversary to someone. You just want a blank slate to tag someone. So you have those options. The next one is a GIF. And this is where you can type a phrase or something you want to search for, and you can select the one that you want. And so I'm going to click next because I've picked that particular one. And notice that it's just going to put them, it's going to tile them one on top of the other. And so you could then type, you know, I selected at the top right the text, and I can change the color of the text and say something, oh no, not today. I can select to enlarge my text. Notice up here where it says typewriter, I can select to change that text. And if there's a square with the letter in it, that means that I can add a background. So I can do that. I can select this little sticker, and I can pick all kinds of things that I want to do there. So I'm going to click X, discard. So that was the GIF. I can keep going. This is where you can see all the different templates and select one of them to use for your story for that day. The next one, this is like what they call time hop. It's where you can actually see at the top it says see all four. It's going to show me the posts that we've used in the past. Okay, so 1 year ago today, we did a post because it was National Dog Rescue Day, and we have 2 dogs in our family here at our company that are rescued, so we wanted to highlight that. Then the next option is simply asking a question. So you could type in, what's the best movie you've seen lately? Or what kind of, you know, and you can even, so you type in the question. You type your question here, and then you type the answer options. So you can even change it. It doesn't have to be, now notice I wouldn't go with that, right? So I might say for sure, no way, right? So I can click done, and I can change by adding, I can do a search. You can do all sorts of things on here. Just don't forget about this search option to find fun stuff that you can use. Once you have found the stickers that you want, you can enlarge them, you can make them smaller, you can move them around, you can delete it. But what we had there was we were using the questions. Notice if the dice are at the top, that means there's more templates for you to use. So I'm going to change it out. And it gives you some that you can just use for the day that are already are just to get people to engage with your Instagram story. So you can do all of these different ones. Just keep hitting the dice, and you just roll the dice literally. This is the one that I was saying if you wanted to do Tech Tips Tuesday, or Talk to the Tech, or Ask a Tech, something, whatever it might be, you can do that here. And, you know, so we could say Tech Tips Tuesday, if I could spell right. Ask a question. Okay, and then what you can do is you can change your color, again, like I was saying, however you wanted to do that. And you would post, you would move to the next option, and you would post that. And when you post that, people are going to start responding to you and asking questions. This gives you a way to engage with your followers. So I love that idea. I love that option. And notice the dice. You can do different things in here as well. So moving on, this is where you can partner with a nonprofit. This is where you can create a countdown if you have an event coming up or something like that. And then, of course, this would be a fun cultural type of I say culture, like your company culture. We could come in here and we could say, guess Tom's favorite ice cream. And you could give them the options: chocolate, butter pecan, vanilla, whatever. And then people can answer based on that. Again, there's the dice, so you can change it up and have people engaging with your post. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is I want to make sure that you see the story options. So, um, when you are creating your post, keep in mind you can do videos, you can just press and hold this button to be able to do that, and then there's settings up here if you wanted to adjust your settings. Okay, so I hope that that helps you with your Instagram strategy. If you have any questions, one thing you can do is you can come in here and you can say Instagram tips, and you can follow that hashtag and start seeing tips about how to use Instagram. The other thing you can do is come over here and do a search for car repair, or that's not going to be the name of it. You could say car care. Do a search and now click accounts, and there you will see a lot of shops that you can start following to see what they're doing on their Instagram account and how they're using Instagram. So this looks like a great one. I don't even know these folks, but they certainly look like they're doing a good job on their Instagram account. So I hope this is helpful to you all. Definitely hit me up if you have questions. My email address is kim@shopmarketingpros.com, and you can follow me. My profile, personal profile, is Kimmy K, Kimmikay. You can follow me there, send me a message, however you want to contact us. And go register for some more classes we have coming up. Let us know what topics you are interested in and what you are looking for. Have an awesome day, and I look forward to hearing from you next time. Bye-bye. All right.